There we go. I had clicked the wrong thing, but we are live. Welcome to another episode with your host, Adontron and Stef The Alter Nerd. Where did that accent come from? I don't know, but it did. And we are doing another video where I get to introduce a guest, aka The Alter Nerd here, to anime. And as a quick recap, the first episode that we did wasn't that great. We did the Corpse Party. Second episode, I introduced her to Devilman, the OVA, which is my old school Devilman. I know there is an older one. And we're going to finish that chapter with well, I guess you can say it's Devilman 2. It's called Devilman Demon Bird. And, well, I'm talking a lot. Stef, go ahead, say hi.
Hi. And yes, it is not sexy Steph ASMR time because it's 5 o'clock UK time. So I can be my usual loud gobby self. So aren't you lot all lucky out there right now? But I'm so excited because when we watched Devilman 2 weeks ago, oh my goodness, that was stunning, beautiful on the eyes, and nice horror as well. Absolutely appreciated it. So I'm really, really looking forward to Devilman the Demon Bird.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Like I said, it's the unofficial sequel. And fun fact, there is a third one that came out like 20, if not 30 years later. And but I'm gonna parking lot that one for a much later time. If this thing picks up that we're doing where I'm introducing, I might do that on a later thing because I would love to introduce you to other stuff besides Devilman.
Okay.
Uh, but oh, hey, I should acknowledge the people in the chat. That's always good to do. Uh,
Mm.
Nicholas, I recognize you. You just wanted to announce that you're first, as it should be. That's fair. You did get first into the chat. And Will, he says he can settle for a second or silver medal, as it were. You know, there's always got to be a person as the runner up in case the first person can't hold their own. So I much
Will,
respect
I'm
out to
disappointed in you. Never settle for second place, dude. Come on. Where's that fighting spirit? Go get him.
that.
No, I'm just talking out of my backside. Please continue.
No,
Sorry.
no, no, no. We're good. We're good. So I will say this: if you haven't seen the first episode, check out our watch party. We watch it together, and I kept it up. So if you want to stay in sync with our reactions, you can keep up with that. I would also say, actually, no, we did Devilman on your channel that time, right?
Yes, we
So actually,
did.
in that case, check out Steph's channel if you want to watch the first episode of
I've
Devilman.
slept since then, but yes, we did actually.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So that will be definitely a good experience. And plus, you get to check out her channel. So that'd be a good time. Now, for those who have, but you might be a little bit foggy on your memory because it has been a couple weeks.
Mm.
Recap, just real briefly. The basic concept of Devilman was you have your hero character, he meets up with a best friend, and his best friend tells him, we basically need to save the world. There's demons that are coming in and they possess people. But the only way to kill a demon is you have to become a demon and take it over with your pure heart. And essentially that's what happened, but it's brutal.
And like I'd like to say, I called it. I said right at the beginning, Rabbit Boy was going to be the one,
She
and he
did.
was.
She did.
Yeah.
I stayed quiet because I was like, I'm not gonna give spoilers. But she did call it and she was absolutely right. It is not a plot twister, I will say. It's fairly
Mm.
predictable, but
Mm.
it's the art and that and the gruesomeness that
Oh,
really carries it through.
ah, it was wonderful. We will forget Corpse Party. Corpse Party never happened, guys. But Devilman did, and it was absolutely wonderful. And will you push him off the podium? And Nicholas, fight back.
That's right.
No, I'm starting fights. Never mind. Shut up, Steph.
So now Will remembered for me. He's like, you did do Gorse Party here.
Yeah.
Let's see
Been a
here.
while.
Oh, so that's a good question. I don't know if they have the original Devilman on Funimation. I don't have the Funimation app. I've always had a. I like Funimation, the company. I've always had a love-hate relationship with their app with when I'm trying to watch their animes. So I just never used their app, anyways. Nicholas, if you know if Devilman the OVA is on Funimation, let us know because that's a good plug for the series. We're finding it through an official site, so that's that we're using, so that's all good. Hey, collaborative Kiwi, and oh,
AOP Sholokos.
it's 4 a.m. in New Zealand. Ooh, well, like way to hold strong, man. Yes. And okay, so I mean, what else is there to cover before we get started? Anything you were saying?
I would say that this time tomorrow, whatever it is your time in the world, make sure that you come on over to Stef The Alter Nerd because just to, I suppose, announce it here, as Adan is introducing me to the world of anime, I will be introducing him to the world of British homegrown TV. And we are going to kick things off with Life on Mars. So, yes, you're all in for a treat for that one, especially Adan. But yeah, I think that's it, really, I
Oh,
suppose. Unless you can think of what else before we click play on this.
nah, I'm pretty I can't think of anything right now at the moment. I'm sure we'll have stuff to say at the end when we're closing up and to recap. I will say just to keep it fair for her, I did not look up or check anything on Life on Mars. I didn't even
Mhm.
look up a trailer. So I have no idea
Good.
what I'm going to be walking into tomorrow. I am going in blind, and so that way I can have a fresh experience. Nicholas says BritBox.
Mm.
I
BritBox is really good.
I don't have BritBox. My godfather does. He's a big fan of Queen's. Is it not Queen's Gambit? Is a soap opera. Um,
There's a few.
EastEnders. East.
Oh my goodness.
He's been watching
That,
that show.
wow.
I want to say for 50 years. Like
Yeah. Well,
he's been a
it
dedicated fan for that show for if not if it hasn't been that long, it's like since he can remember.
it was real it first aired like in the 80s, so 30, 40 years
Yeah.
it's been
Okay.
going on for.
So
Yeah.
he's been watching it since the very first conception of it, and he has not. He's missed some episodes, but only because like certain networks will cut it off, and he has
Mm.
literally gone the distance to keep that show going in his life. So
Wow.
that's his dedication. He will never give that show up. That's his baby. So I've never seen it either, but like I know that's his thing. Let's see here. Oh, and we have some questions for you, Steph. So we're gonna address those before we get started, real quick.
Okay.
Will asked, "Have you ever seen Ash versus Evil Dead?"
No, because there is one segment or installment with that is not staff friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So I will completely stay away from that completely. Like all the segments, I just won't touch with the barge pole.
Mm.
So yes, anything, and I won't say it outright because of the YouTube algorithm, guys. But
Mm-hmm.
anything to do with bumpy violence and not having a say in certain things being done to you, uh, no,
Yeah.
not for me. That's kind of where I draw the line.
Wait, are
But I would
you
like to
talking
say,
about the
a up to
show or the
Tyler.
movie?
There's a movie or summer I've heard with a tree.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna elaborate for you. So
Okay.
there is Evil Dead is a movie
Yeah.
franchise. So there was the
Okay.
Evil Dead One, then Evil Dead Two, which is essentially a remake, and
Okay.
then there is Evil Dead Army of Darkness, and then there's Evil Dead, which is Ash. Well, then there's the remake of Evil Dead, and then there's Ash versus Evil Dead.
Okay.
So, if memory is correct, if you technically skip the first movie and the remake of the first movie,
Uh huh.
you actually would still be. fine. I would have to double check about Evil Dead 2, but Ash versus Evil Dead, I don't believe they do that.
Okay.
So
I'll wait until you double check that.
I will double check that. Absolutely. I like those
That's like-
movies, so it's not a problem for me to double check. But I know the
Cool.
scenes that that you're referring to, and
Yeah.
in Evil Dead 2, they kind of do a homage to it, but they don't go to that
Oh.
extent. They don't go to that extent. They
Okay.
actually change. They change what happens.
Even if it's like reminiscent, no,
Mm.
no, it's not. It's I know it's
No,
I know it's
what they do is they actually change it to a death scene more so than that.
Well, anyway,
But
yeah, you double check. It's like that's why I've never I've never seen all of Game of Thrones. I watched the first episode, and when I say I watched, I started like from zero, and like 10 minutes in, you've got that blonde lass, and it looks like a brother, and they're in a different country, and it's sunny, and they're on a balcony, and he's already starting to do things to her. No. Yeah. I already checked out at that
clear.
point.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, we're not. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah, we answered that question. Well, hey.
And that's cool. Collaborative that you have a friend that's working on Indiana Jones 5.
Cool.
That's actually really cool. Hopefully they can give you a heads up if it's going to be good.
Well, he says it sounds like they are going to space.
Like I said, whether it's good or not is what I want to know. So far, Indiana Jones 5 sounds like Iron Sky. On that
we'll
note,
see. But James Mangold has actually turned around on Twitter and said that it's not going to be called Empire of Evil. He's debunked that rumor.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Did they announce what it officially is going to, or they're still workshopping the name?
Hell knows. But I've seen it on Twitter. He responded to someone and said, nah, it's not going to be called Empire of Evil.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go, guys. You don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about the aliens and the spaceship.
Just everything else.
And that potential leak. Oh my goodness. Who knows?
They look like Darlax. I'm just saying.
A little. I have to admit. But yeah. What else you want to cover before we click play? Because I'm really excited about this one, dude.
No, I think we've covered everything that we could at this moment. And we've given I think we've given a fair enough time for people to chime in, and as well as get ready to watch Devilman the Demon Bird here with us. All is fair in that. So I know, Stef, you have yourself primed and ready to go for the show, as do I. And so I would say on the count of 3, then count down from 3, and then on go.
Okay.
We'll click it.
And thanks for the compliment, Tyler. I see you, mate. Cheers, dude. Oh, and I will DM you about that having the chat on the screen situation. And let you know how to do it, mate. Yeah, anyway, sorry.
Oh, no, we're good. All right. So for everybody out there, if you're coming back on the replay, thank you for joining us again. Dontron and Stef The Alter Nerd here, being the guest honor, and if I can talk today.
Oh.
And we're gonna count down from 3. On go, you're gonna click, and we're gonna watch Devilman Demon Bird. 3, 2, 1, go.
Woohoo!
This is another thing I love about the old school anime. A lot of times they didn't play around with just get the title out of the way. Oh, did it start right away for you, or did it hesitate?
Oh yeah, it's starting straight away for me. Title, and now we're into it.
Okay, good.
It's not like Corpse Party, where there's like a big lead up to the title. The title shows you everything, and then afterwards it's like, we're in.
See, I never see homes like that. in like the Japanese movies or whatnot, unless they have a lot of money.
Really?
Well, it's like a lot of the culture is very economical.
Okay.
Mhm. Should be
Oh.
the animation should be pretty much the same as last time.
Eh, we'll see.
Well, last time was more nature.
Hmm.
Right now we're in the city.
Right.
He's back home. By the way, what's your
Loving the
timestamp?
soundtrack. Sorry, excuse me.
What's your timestamp?
I'm at 157.
Okay, you're just like 2 seconds ahead of me. That's
Oh,
good.
okay. Cool. Oh, is this Rabbit Dude?
Yeah, it is.
Ah,
So this is taking up a little bit after where we left him.
okay. So now he's doing like his Batman thing, I suppose, and hunting in the night for evil demons and killing them.
Well, he got a phone call saying like, "Come, come."
Uh,
So like, someone's taunting him to come by.
okay.
But yeah, kind of, he's think of him as the devil hunter. He's like the Batman, like that hunts the things that go bump in the night, like you said.
Kind of like Blade.
Yeah, kind of like Blade. Yeah, I
Mm.
can see that.
Blade's a vampire, but he hunts vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Devilman's a devil, demon, and he hunts demons.
Fairly accurate.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who lifted who? Was it Marvel lifting off of this? Or this lifting off of Marvel?
Ooh,
Ah.
I have to double check because the original iteration was like really old. Devilman's been around before the 80s.
Mm.
I want to say it was like 70s, if not older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
I
forgot
would
this
like to
was.
say in the chat, Ferrari does always win.
Oh,
Italy for the win.
they did for a lot of years. There was like a couple years where Ford picked up the wins. Shelby, man.
Eh. Anyone wants to choose between a Ferrari and Ford, majority of the time people are going to choose Ferrari. Booyah.
The first time
I have no scientific or statistical basis to lay that claim on, but I'm just saying it because it's true. Because it's me. So boom. Ah.
yeah, Will Moore's Blade of came out in Tomb of Dracula. That's true, he did.
Which was also the 70s.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's gonna be a close call.
Yeah. This is crazy. Dude, you are a demon. You do not lay claim. You do not lay claim on what's crazy and what's not anymore. Oh, calling kettle black there.
Well, the thing is, he saw his mother's face.
Okay.
Remember, his parents died in the glacier. They were explorers,
Yes.
so he's like his parents shouldn't be here. So even though he's like a demon, he's got his human memories and human heart.
Okay.
So the last face that manifested, that's his mother.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So basically, all those faces are just the minds and souls of his victims entrapped into his shell.
Mm. No, I never mentioned Sandra before because it didn't involve your mum.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass. Even even the subtitles was like, get pissed off. Yes.
It was so funny to me when I was a kid watching this. I'm like, he didn't look that bad as a demon.
Nah. Seriously, you do what you can to save your mum. Turn into Devilman, dude.
Yep.
Oh, gone
But
Freddy Krueger with the claws there.
but really, can he save his mom like that? I mean,
He's got more of a chance of facing off a demon by being a demon himself
mm-hmm.
rather than no else.
Oh, they still feel pain, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like it. There's a lot of kakakakas in this.
Yeah, well, that's the demon laughter.
Okay. Well, when I hear caca, I think of something else.
This is true.
It comes out of my backside other than my own gob. You know what I mean?
Ooh, okay. Will Morris for the win on this. Blade debuted in July 73, and then Devilman debuted in June of 72. So technically, Devilman's first.
Okay. Blade lifted off of Devilman. It is official,
Mm.
guys.
I mean, Blade doesn't shapeshift like Devilman does.
No, but he's able to still walk in sunlight.
Yeah.
So it is a shift of some kind where he's able to walk around in sunlight like humans. Devilman's able to walk around as a demon in demon form.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Mm. Kick his backside, Devilman.
So this turtle's design reminds me of the giant kaiju Gamera, which was basically a
Hmm.
giant turtle character, kind of like Godzilla.
Okay. Oh, come on, Devilman. This is weak, dude. All those demons you killed. You can't kill basically a big, massive, fat tortoise. Dude, come on.
Well, it's him holding himself back.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Go forth and kill the demon. Oh, what the hell? Do we see his dong?
No.
Hmm. That's a shame.
There's animes where they will show that, but not this one.
Okay.
He looks in better shape than he was in the first one.
True. He's a little bit more vipped.
Mm-hmm. See, they covered it.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Stef approved violence. Woo woo.
She's providing the motivation for him to fight.
Yes. Kick the tortoise's backside. There you go. She's already dead. Sword beam it from limb from limb. Go. Get it done.
Basically, like, no matter what that turtle says, they already died.
Oh, yeah. Pull that down a little bit more. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was calculated.
They're already dead, dude.
Nah.
Go on.
There you go.
Look at all that red. Nice.
Like a little tree.
Yeah.
Oh, Legendary Anime says they're in Japan shopping for games and anime show.
Oh,
Oh.
dude. America's boring. No market for gaming. Fair play to you. My goodness.
They do have a large market for gaming in Japan. I will say that.
Hello to you in Japan.
Mm-hmm. I will say this: they never answer the question what happens to the demons' bodies when they're done with them.
Kind of feel like they just dissolve away.
Well, that's the thing. Like they never show if it does.
No, I'm
So
just assuming that.
so, but here's the thing: like if they don't, he's just leaving all these demon corpses behind. Like someone's gonna find this eventually.
You'd think, right?
Yeah, because he just walked away out of the sewer.
Uh, okay.
Yeah, he's still alive.
The dude's friend is still alive. I thought he were like gone the way of the dodo.
They kind of left it hanging like it was.
Yeah.
Like he might have killed him by mistake.
Mm.
What's up, Zoe? Nice to see you here. You were eating. Did you get order in or did you make it? He kicked out the girls. Ria's kind of right.
Mm.
I've often wondered if they were gonna like do a live action anime like this. who would they cast for Devilman? I know who I would cast for Ryu's character. Ryan Gosling.
For something like this, I'd want, and I don't mean any disrespect, but no names.
Ooh, for the both character roles.
Yeah,
Ooh, I can respect that.
yeah. Because if I see Ryan Gosling in that role, I'm just going to see Ryan Gosling. I'm going
As
to see Devilman's friend.
oh, you're
And
not gonna
that's
see
going to
Devilman's
spoil
friend.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
That does make sense.
yeah.
Zoe, I know you don't eat your own food. That's okay. All right, I'll respect that. I'm gonna find a recipe that is foolproof for you, Zoe. I'm gonna find one.
Legendary anime JP fan 2. I am very jealous of you right now. I love sushi.
Uh,
Dude, have
there's
some for me, mate.
I am a huge fan of sushi, and
Oh,
there is a sushi place just across from my house. Like my neighborhood is in the shopping center right across, and they do all you can eat. It's a buffet place, but they make to order. So it's not like you have the bar.
yeah,
You have a menu. So it's a
yeah.
make to order. So they'll do sushi and they'll do
Oh,
special orders. I've killed it there. It's like for $20. You 25 tops depending on the time of day. And my favorite story is I went there with a friend after doing zip lining and tree climbing,
mm.
and we literally ordered a receipt as long as my arm from shoulder to fingertip.
Nice.
Yeah, and they would come out and they'd be like anything else, and I could see the chef would like look up from the bar and like a bead of sweat would come down as he's looking if we're gonna order anything. We're like, yes, more.
Dude, when I come over, you have to take me to that place.
Oh, it's legit. It's legit.
Oh,
There's two
sounds
types
it.
of places like it. And they also do hibachi
Okay.
where they cook in front of you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So like I can dig in buffet, but like buffet where they cook it fresh is where it's at for me.
Mm. Okay. So the devil bird can't let Devilman live. Ooh,
Yes. So think of her like as a hitman for the demons or something like that.
cool.
Like there's the OVA is a very abridged storyline, but
Mm,
the actual comic this is based on,
mm.
and then there's an anime series is very expansive. And if you thought this was bloody, Lord, the comic is so much bloodier. It's black and white, but it is just brutal. And they have a very extensive history about that Demon Bird character you just saw.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, look at that, rocking that speedo.
I still love this soundtrack.
Oh, it's straight
Freaking,
80s.
I can get on board with this.
Nicholas is watching He-Man in the background. think that was the same guitar riff from the first one.
Mm. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you compare this to the other Devilman that we watched, the animation wise, this ain't up to scratch that much.
Hmm. Fair enough. Well, like and that happens too. I
Mm.
but granted, last time we didn't get to the really gruesome stuff until roughly around this point too,
Yeah.
because there was a lot of build up.
But like that monster that we just saw with the lady literally in his teeth, like impaled,
Mm-hmm.
in the first Devilman that we saw, to me, the animation style, it would have looked so much more beautiful.
Fair, yeah. There, that happens with production budgets a lot of times with anime
Right.
studios.
Yeah.
They'll choose to cut corners in certain areas, and like so they'll see if they something liked better in certain aspects, they'll enhance it. Like I think the character design here, like how he looks, it's smoother
Mm,
than what he looked in the first one.
I agree. But Devilman monsters, you'd think that they'd also put a little bit more money into the design of the monsters as well and the animation of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just FYI, in case you haven't realized, that's just a friend. He's staying at her house because his parents died. So like,
Hey, I assume nothing. They could be friends. They could be friends with benefits. They could be whatever.
well,
No judgment from me.
I'm just saying that they're not
As long
related.
as she's old enough
They're not related.
and
That's
not
the
related,
part I'm getting at. And
we're good.
he's basically orphaned.
Mm.
It's kind of poetic. Nicholas, I would say if you don't like sushi, you don't have to have the raw stuff. You can kind of fake it to make it. You can get cooked sushi. Like I've had sushi with cooked steak, and like I had sushi with like fruits, like strawberry, and sushi's with like cooked chicken. Still good. So it's not all about raw fish. Although I do mess with the raw fish. It's delish. I need to learn how to make sushi at home. To not bloat it with water.
Mm.
So they just rationalized how come his character could be so strong. The
Mm.
devil he possessed, for those who aren't watching with us, the devil he possessed is one of the strongest, if not the strongest soldier of the devils.
Michael, hello, my friend. The anime that we're watching is Devilman the Demon Bird.
Mm, she is
And
correct.
for timestamp, we're on about 26:46. Thereabouts.
Yep.
Sweet.
This is like the sequel to the last time we watched Devilman. It's the other
Mm,
OVA.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Will Morris. It's Demon Bird. She is definitely not an angel.
Michael, we're getting there. Don't worry. It'll happen. We'll get Andy's
Oh yeah,
eyeballs on this.
the bell has rung. That's not creepy at all. There should never be an opportunity for a door to open by itself in a house.
Nah, not really.
So he's still alive. Hmm.
Go
California.
on.
I
Go
guess
on,
California
dude.
rolls would be legit sushi Zoe.
I like California rolls.
I like them with tempura on them. They like and then
Mm.
deep fried. Oh, legit. Hmm.
Like, don't have a thoughts, hesitation of just punching her in the face when he finds out. Just kind of being a bit possessed by demon.
He
The
just
water
shrugs
one.
her off like poof.
Just whacked her off the back of him. Okay. It's a bit more quippy, this one.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that if that's how that works for CPR.
Let's assume that it does for now.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, remember, he actually gained some of their abilities by killing them.
Mm.
So that's why his hands are glowing. The turtle dude.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. now, now the dude's just a punching bag at this point.
Pretty much. Mm.
Now just beat him with his own severed limb.
That's right. He's just having fun now.
Yeah. Oh, didn't look quite sane at that point with his laugh.
He's enjoying it.
Mm. Yeah, you think you won. Think again, dude.
No, just a bit. She's a heavy sleeper.
Mm.
Is that Ferrari? No.
Hey, I like that you got straight to the point. We've got to do anything. Just freaking kill me then.
Yep.
Get to the point. Come on, woman.
Say that. And that is the fault of all villains and bad guy characters.
Talky,
Wanting to,
talky, talky, talk.
and wanting to make examples. Make example of him after he's dead.
Yeah. Don't talk about it. Just freaking do it.
Be efficient. Look at Ryu with his cape. Looking like a blonde Zorro.
Mm.
That looks like an elephant gun. Hmm.
So, all right, seeing the front lady lumps, but a backside? No, we need to be modest there. That needs to be covered with a few feathers.
I always, you know what's funny? As a kid, when I watched this, I always thought it was a practical thing because, like, birds need the back feathers to help guide with their flight. It's just the thing that was my natural instinct when I was a kid. I had a weird mind. I did not think it was to cover things. I thought it was like it was more efficient to fly. Like I did not think like I don't know.
Yeah, me neither anymore, dude.
He's not afraid to hit a woman.
No. To be fair, though, this ain't no lady. This is Demon.
This is true. She is a female demon. It's very apparent.
Yes. But, equal rights and everything.
Exactly.
She's wanting to kill him and is being quite violent about it.
True.
So he needs to defend himself. And she sought him out, not the other way around.
Exactly. By the way, Zoe, I have a lot of respect for hockey. Like I don't follow the sport, but I've been to a few hockey games in person. It's legit. They're just going all over the town. I find it funny that he's trying to protect humans, but he quite literally, I think he crashed that plane.
Yes. And has not made any attempt to save it whatsoever.
No, yeah,
Well
exactly.
done, Devilman. What? Where the frack did she go?
I forgot she did that.
Well, that's just cheating now.
It is. All right, there he goes. Pedestrians. There was a lot. Well, I counted like 4 bodies.
Oh, so he
Floating.
can teleport and all, right?
Did he teleport? I thought he just
Apparently
survived
so.
it.
No, he says you're not the only one that can teleport.
Oh, I missed that part.
Hmm. Oh, Mike wants to know if you're doing a cooking stream today.
I think I'm gonna be able to sneak one in.
Yay.
I got ribs cooking in the oven and some chicken heating up. So I got because I know I was gonna do those slow and low. I wasn't gonna put those in the stream, but I gotta make some sides. So I'm thinking about doing a pineapple salsa and maybe like a potato salad, and then something for like a brunch, like bacon, eggs, and waffles.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Never
because
mind the sushi place. I'm coming over to yours.
well, I got company coming over. We're gonna be doing D&D, so I'm prepping stuff for them. I might as well film it. And then and I'm gonna try to make. I inadvertently made hot and sour soup, unofficial hot and sour soup with leftovers. So I'm gonna try to duplicate it again, see if I can. I know everybody keeps going for that arm for him.
Hmm.
She should never let him go.
Nope.
Oof, his foot. I mean that brings up a good point. In a fight, if you get the back of your opponent, like if you're grappling or whatnot, don't let go of the back. Hold on to the back.
Hmm. She ain't really that good to say that she's apparently assassinated so many demons.
No, she alluded to how she's been able to, like when he was before he was changed into a demon, and he was in her claws. Her power is that she controls like electricity to a certain extent, so she disables a lot of their abilities. So he
Okay.
was in a weakened state, so she was able to hinder him from fully changing.
Hmm.
So that's why she was technically probably an ideal candidate uh, to be like the one to attack him. Plus, she has these long range abilities. Hmm.
Just kill her already now.
She keeps dodging.
Oh. Hey, oh, he's proper laying into it now.
Yep.
Nice. Go on, Devilman.
He's better on the ground than he is in the air.
Hmm.
Like a buzz saw.
Yeah.
It's such a silly power, but it works.
It works. Does what she needs it to do. And it looks like a flying UFO.
Kind of does.
Yeah,
So does that mean that all the UFOs we see are now devil arms?
pretty much. What the hell? How has that happened?
Remember, he used his antennas to affect her antenna.
Okay.
Looks like a side of beef. So, just to let you know, in the Devilman lore, Xenon is like one of the head devils,
Uh-huh.
but they do have like a Satan character who's above them
Okay.
because Satan is technically an angel character that turned against the other angels.
Correct.
Um, which that character does exist here, but you don't see Satan technically.
All right.
Hmm. So that's an interesting concept. I didn't realize. I totally missed that as a kid. Um, if they fuse, but if one of them was going to die when they fused, and if that consciousness was going to die anyways, the whole fusion is pointless. They'll still die. Hmm. He's been gutted.
Mm. Is that it for him now?
I will say Devilman is not a happy ending for his character. But whether or not that's here, that's not today.
Hmm.
These are the same closing credit song that they used last time too.
Ah, she passed away thinking that she killed him.
Yeah.
Big, massive fail.
True.
But all of a sudden, his friend gets telepathic powers. Come on.
Oh, there's so much more to that.
Okay.
But yeah, so in the comic, um basically like they'll explain like she was around during like the prehistoric time of the demons,
Mm.
as well as that rhino looking character.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like a reincarnated character. I forget how she was like an angel that was reincarnated as a demon, I want to say, or something along those lines. And he like basically watched her over her, and they became like they were friends growing up in
Mm.
society of demons is weird. Um, and then they were very loyal to the Satan character that chose to protect the demons over the angels, because the angels were there to cleanse them. That's what really happened.
Okay.
And then and so it rebelled against God. God chose the angels. They cleansed the earth of the demons and made humans. And then eventually the Satan character comes back after her character dies,
Mm.
and it gets even crazier. Like then it becomes like a whole thing of like humans turning on humans because they find out about the demons, and then it gets to this weird point where like it's like World War III, and then giant masses of demons and humans forming together into like these creatures. It gets weird. A lot of chaos, basically. The story doesn't make sense by the end of it.
Mm. I have to admit, I liked Devilman 1 more than Devilman Demon Bird.
Fair enough.
I like Devilman Demon Bird better than Corpse Party.
So it's right in the middle. Okay.
Yes, it's in the middle for me. With all the anime that I've watched, which is those three
Of
in
the
my
three
life.
anime, that's a fair assessment. I can give that. This one gives a little bit more. I feel like it tries to do more for a story for episodically,
Yes.
but and they try to introduce a more like character rather than have it just be like straight action. Um,
Yes.
so I can see that absolutely.
Yeah.
But I felt like if we started with Devilman 1, we may have wanted to complete this just to close out those chapters. That's why I
yeah.
want to finish this.
Oh yeah. I'm a completionist myself,
Oh,
9
yeah.
times out of 10. So I can fully get on board with that, in all honesty. As I mentioned before, the animation in Devilman 1 is far more superior than the Demon Bird. I wasn't, I mean, Devilman 1, it just blew me away how beautiful everything looked. the design of all the demons and the gore and the violence and everything. It was wonderful to see, beautiful to see. This, it was, dare I say, just bog standard for me.
Well, they didn't really shine at the fact that in the first one you have like an entire room filled with demon characters, and then you had like interchanging between demon characters that you really don't need them to talk. It's just like action with it. And this one they focus it and they condense it down to 4 main demon characters and then a lot of throwaways that you don't even get a good moment to see what they look like. So their character design isn't really that great, besides the 4 main ones that they do. So in the first one, I will say they did excel in that area because you had like one that looked like a goat and one that looked like a porcupine, one where it's the head of the person was like still there and it was like this armadillo looking character. Then like an octopus one, the one that fused with a car. That you had a lot of different designs and that kind of excelled what you didn't know what to look for. So I can agree with that 100%.
But it opened up a little bit more of the lore for Devilman. I think, though, that how do I put this? You need to read the manga to fully understand this, because if I was watching this on my own and you weren't around as my guide, I wouldn't have a clue what the hell was going on. I'd be completely lost. I wouldn't have a clue. If you watch Devilman 1 and you go into this, unless you've read the manga or you've gotten it down, you've not got a chance in hell to understand the majority of what's going on.
Yeah. Now, what's funny is when I was a kid, I didn't have the manga. We didn't have the internet. So I had this and they're like, that's all I got. And I was like, that's it? My brother's like, yeah, there's nothing else. I'm like, oh my God. There's nothing more. And then which was funny to me now looking back. And the one that I told you about that's the unofficial sequel beyond this one is called Amon the Apocalypse of Devilman. And that one came out in the year of it was released in 2004. So these came out in the 1980s. That one came out. So there's about roughly a 20-year difference. But that one is like where, just a synopsis of it, the demon that he possessed takes back the body.
Right.
So you could just imagine what happens after that point. Yeah. So, but I will say, okay, so overall, not Stef Approved. I'm gonna. Is that right?
Ish.
Stef Approved-ish.
Stef Approved-ish. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a middle ground. There's not Stef Approved. There's Stef Approved, and then there's a middle. It's just Stef Approved-ish.
See, and this helps with the gauging. I can gauge based on this. So, like, Corpse Party, we're not good with that. We need
not Stef Approved.
Here, we're getting there. Like, there's highlights, and then we need to ramp it up. So Devilman was that point where Stef Approved. All right, that tells me how to evolve with what I'm going to choose next. So that's good. All right.
Do you know what do you have one in mind for what we're going to do next?
I'm going to rewatch it, but I thinking When They Cry. Yes. So When They Cry is it's involving kids again, or teenagers, as you were. This in a small town, and if memory serves correct, think of a time loop, but then murder happens, a little bit of mystery, and then each time a new murder happens. And then and so you get the same characters, but then like when one person tries to undo it, like something else worse happens.
Edge of Tomorrow-ish.
Kind of. Yes.
Okay.
And there's different versions, so I'm gonna figure out which is gonna be the best version for it. So it's either that or I was gonna do Berserk, which if I'm gonna do Berserk, I'm gonna hook you up with the original Berserk, which I might do that still. But it basically think of Lord of the Rings crossed with Devilman.
Ooh.
So there is going to
Um,
be violence. There's going to be gore, but it when it gets to that Devilman stage is a little bit later. Like you'll see it at
mm,
the beginning, and then you'll see it closer to the end. But it's
okay.
more set fantasy world, so that you'll see like the main character's his nickname is known as the 100-Man Slayer. Yeah, he carries like a giant sword on his back. Mm-hmm. His
Wow.
literal name is Guts.
Guts.
That
Okay.
that's his actual name in the comic.
Ah.
It's legit.
So everything I need to know, his name's Guts. That'll do for me.
Mm-hmm.
Although Will Morris, you say Too Bad Berserk isn't Stef approved. Loads of gore in that. I've never watched it, so I don't know if it is Stef approved or not. As long as it's Stef friendly, then we're good.
Yeah, I'll have to watch one scene. It's at the end. I'll have to double check to see if that's gonna be stuff approved for that one scene. Thank you for reminding me, Will Morris. Because there's a 26 episode long thing, and there's one scene that's a brief. They don't show anything, but they allude, and that's the one thing that I will have to double check. But that's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If they allude, I'm not too bad with that.
Okay.
It's if you see it,
Yeah.
whether it's the act or the aftermath of it. If it's graphic, then
Yeah.
wait, I'm out. But okay, double check. I trust your judgment, mate, on it anyway. To be fair,
Yeah.
but Will Morris, yeah, we don't even say the name Corpse Party around here. We don't even acknowledge its meager existence. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But Will says there is a scene that won't be Steph approved in Berserk.
Yeah, I think I know what the scene he's talking about. So
Okay.
it's so it is if I remember correct, it is where a character turns, and without giving spoilers, in front of our main character, he is. They don't really show, but they allude in the imagery that it's doing that.
In the imagery, they allude.
They allude that he's taking advantage of someone that Guts loves. Um,
Okay.
it's important for one to drive home Guts because this is all a prequel.
Yeah.
So the story still continues on in the comics,
Yeah.
and this is a 40-year old 30 plus year old story that's been going
Mm.
on. So this all drives home to the whole purpose of Guts is wanting revenge and his sole purpose now in existence.
Will Morris says that Casca scene. Is that
It,
the same thing that you're talking about?
yeah, that's the scene. I
Okay.
I'll have
If
to.
if
I can go directly to it for myself and see how, like if it's eluding or if it's just flat out. And if it is, I'm just not. I'm just gonna skip that. Um.
yeah, even even if it's showing even like the tiniest of imagery that's alluding to it, and it's showing the imagery of it in
Mhm.
like parts.
Yeah.
Sorry, no.
No, you don't have to apologize. I will be okay with scratching that off the list.
Cool.
So that will be okay if that is the case.
There's
So,
there's there's hundreds more animes.
oh,
If
trust me,
that's going to be the case,
there's
probably
so much more.
thousands.
There's so much more. There's like the Genocyber. There's it was like Lily Cat. I watched that. I don't think that's gonna be stuff approved for the concept. It is bloody. It's like the Thing and Alien mixed in space.
Okay.
And then there's yeah no there's trust me there's so much more. Uh,
Yay! Yay! That'll do for me.
yes. All right. So just to recap, and what's up, Philly Cheese? So we were watching a Devilman, Demon Bird, and of the three animes I've introduced to Stef the Alter Nerd, it's right in the middle. So far the bar was approved with Stef on Devilman, Birth of Devilman. The sequel, Demon Bird, is just below that. It's getting there. It's getting there. And then Corpse Party, what's suggested by one of my friends, is no, absolutely not. I would agree
Now,
with that.
yeah.
So we will evolve. We will find ones, and we will keep the bar going up high.
I'm looking forward to it. And next week, you fixed for next week?
I am. I should be good for next week if you like.
Well, yeah.
I do know. For those who are new to the chat, definitely come back tomorrow. But this time it will be on the Alter Nerds, Stef the Alter Nerds channel. If you don't know her channel, I have her link in my description. You can click on that, and you can go right into it. As well as her other social medias are there too. You check her out. She has some interesting concepts. And tomorrow we will be watching not anime, but something from the Queen's home kingdom, the Life on Mars, I believe it's called.
Yes. So as Adan is kindly introducing me to the world of anime, I am kindly introducing him to the world of British homegrown TV. So yes, Life on Mars, the UK original OG version, not that American piece of work that you guys tried to recreate it as. Oh my goodness, stay away from that. But no, the original Life on Mars, I'm going to be introducing that to Adan tomorrow. I'm going to take it one episode at a time because they are an hour long, to be fair. All I'm going to say is it's not for snowflakes. This was released back in 2005, 2006. So this was before all the political correctness, cancel culture all came in. But the content, the script, and what is said is of its time. So there you go. Yeah, Gene Hunt is iconic. I'm going to put that out there. Screw you all. But yeah, Adam will understand a little bit more about that tomorrow. Good luck for your eyeballs and ear holes on that one. But yeah, we'll be starting off with season 1, episode 1 of Life on Mars and go from there, guys. 5 o'clock tomorrow UK time. So if you don't know what time that is in your part of the world, Google it. That's what I do for you guys. So yeah.
Oh, you know what? And I will say this, Will Morris, who just reminded me, Bubblegum Crisis. It's not. I would say it's not Stef approved for the violence and gore, but it is heavily the OG Bubblegum Crisis is 1980s goodness with the rock and the vibe. There's literally a music video. I might find it for you where they just took a episode of Bubblegum Crisis and it seems like a straight up music video that they just did. I'll forward that to you. You'll probably get a kick out of that. And
yeah, man.
That thought reminded me of another one that I'm going to add to my list. Will, if you people in the chat, you know it. Awesome. MD Geist. So I'll add that to my list. Whether we watch that next week, that might be a thing. It's basically another short one and basically super soldier in space. Just think of that. That's all you need. But on that note,
looking forward to it.
It's been great. Everybody in the chat, thank you for keeping that going. And I love the conversations that you all have in the chat. So it's been great. Mike, I'll address about the apron and later when I'm doing my cooking. I haven't forgotten. And again, thank you to the Stef the Alter Nerd for participating and experiencing this time with me. Everybody, just continue watching anime, be excellent, and I messed up my own tagline. Continue watching anime, expand your minds, and just be excellent. Thank you all.
Laters, guys.